Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dario here with another options and play video update. It's been a wild few days. Just this week. I mean, the 2 days that start this week have already been crazy, and we haven't even really got into the part of earnings this week. Not to mention we got the FOMC tomorrow. So I mean, just a crazy few days of trading. And I guess I'm expecting that to continue um, probably at least for tomorrow, maybe through the remainder of the week. So I just think there's a lot going on, a lot of movement, and I'm going to talk about the SPY in this video, but I mean, you could make the same case for a lot of different stocks because I mean the moves have been absolutely just nuts over like the last few sessions. But I just wanted to do a follow up because one of the videos I put together last week was talking about the SPY and this idea of like a 2 week trade, right? Which is something we really spent time talking about during our last option session, so last Tuesday. So I don't always like to trade the indices, like just like trade. Okay, sometimes I'll have options on, but usually I view SPY Qs more like hedge vehicles, meaning like if I'm in a basket of tech names, maybe I'll have Q puts or Q put spreads on, just as some sort of like broad hedge in case there's like a pullback, right? So I don't always like have indice options on for like specific trades. In this case, I thought the SPY was very interesting because of where it was on the chart and basically what had happened the 3 previous times, right? So I still have this mocked up from when I did that video. Is like you can see like hit the 100-day big bounce, right? Very quickly. Hit the 100-day big bounce very quickly. Hit the 100-day big bounce very quickly. So when I did the video, the SPY had just come back down and was sitting right at the 100-day, and the argument was using recent history as a guide. If we bounced 15 to 20 points quickly on the upside, right? If we break, my target was basically a move down to the 200-day, which at the time was about 15 to 16 points quickly on the downside, right? And I mean, obviously, the move ended up playing to the downside, which is nice, right? And now the question is like what do you do from here? And one of the things I've been trying to like communicate with people or traders this week on the VTF is this new reality, right? When the volatility really expands, like what we saw over the last few sessions, and the ranges turn into like these huge trading ranges on the indices, the implied premiums on options expand dramatically too, right? So you need to be really careful with options, especially short-term options in an environment like this because the prices are going to be very high, and because movement is so quick and so sharp, if you're not paying close attention or if you're not trading with stops, right, you can really, get yourself into some trouble, right? Because not only is the premiums very high because the movement's been high, but also the movement is very quick. So like moves, if you didn't cover short-term options on Monday morning, I mean, we had a 20-point snapback, right? So all of a sudden, maybe you go from like a gain, or maybe you were sitting at like flat, and all of a sudden your options get run over, right? So right now it's a little bit tougher, and option wise I feel like it's more of like a wait and see. I know tomorrow's FOMC and I know it's a huge week of earnings, but the setup is just not there, right? Like as much as like I feel like there was some good trading, some good opportunities a week and a half ago. Now to me, not so much. Now it's like watch, wait, see how things shake out, and then if I do revisit options, it's probably going to be through spreads, just because again the premium is so high on these shorter term contracts. So one of the things I'm looking for though is what does the SPY do when it finally gets a bounce to backtest the 200-day? It's a significant focus point for a lot of people, and if it can bounce and reset, great. Maybe then it can start to make like a push and get like a bigger bounce back into the 100-day. If it bounces into the 200-day and can't reset above it, then that could spell trouble for bulls, and that means maybe we do get another leg lower. So if you're looking for a focus level, the 200-day, which is this orange line, for me is going to be it. Um, we're not there. We didn't quite get there yesterday on the bounce, but I mean that's definitely going to be something that's going to be on my watch list the remainder today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week, depending on how things play out. All right. Um, So, like I said earlier, I think it's going to be kind of like a wild few days. Tomorrow is going to be, I'm sure, a busy session. So um, we'll see what we get. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about these 2 week type trades on these like straddle, strangle type strategies, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a great night, stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.